Hi, I'm Kate Preston, a landscape architect with Dillon Consulting, and here to present the streetscape elements and the enhancements you can expect to see. Through the environmental assessment process, the city heard a number of comments and feedback from the London community on how the rapid transit projects have transformative potential to create vibrant streetscapes that not only provide a higher quality design aesthetic, but the opportunity to address how the streetscape functions and can cater to all users. And based on these comments, a number of commitments were made which are being fulfilled as we move through the phases of the rapid transit streetscape design. These commitments include station platforms that have a visually distinct design language from the sidewalk and the road, improvements to pedestrian crosswalks which allow for enough time for all users of varying abilities to cross safely, having a well-lit streetscape, more places to securely park and lock bikes, wider sidewalks that provide better movement for pedestrians, inclusion of unique community identity into the design, placing emphasis on the preservation of existing trees and adding new trees where feasible, including comfortable seating and providing clear paths of travel for those with mobility devices and consideration of accessibility when choosing paving materials. This next slide, I'll review the guiding design principles that are driving the streetscape improvements, and I'll also walk you through some of the design elements you may see. The foundation of the proposed design for the downtown rapid transit streetscapes is based on 4 guiding design principles. These include balanced multimodal transportation, which is achieved through designing the rapid transit route with a balanced approach to the mobility of transit users, cyclists, pedestrians, and vehicles. The streetscape also needs to be environmentally resilient. This will be achieved by incorporating new street trees and self-watering planters, and also preserving existing trees where we can, using sustainable materials and sourcing local materials where feasible, updating the lighting to use luminaires that are dark sky friendly and reduce light pollution, and providing new trash and recycling receptacles. The third guiding principle is to provide a lively sense of place. For example, developing a contemporary and unifying design style that not only will meet the city's new design standard, but a streetscape that blends the distinct design language of other downtown streets. Updating the existing street furniture and wayfinding features so that it is consistent with other updated downtown streetscapes. Providing distinct urban design enhancements and allow for space for future public art at key locations. The last guiding design principle is to be safe for all users. This includes providing a barrier-free streetscape design that allows pedestrians to have clear paths of travel which are free from obstructions, integrating accessibility design elements such as detectable warning plates that meet current accessibility standards at all pedestrian crossings, designing the streets to encourage traffic calming, providing a textural and tonal difference of paving material between the road curb and main paths of travel, and also following the principles of crime prevention through environmental design by providing visible station stops, avoiding enclosed spaces, and improving the site lighting. This next slide provides some examples of the streetscape design elements that are continuing to be integrated throughout the downtown loop. New street lighting that is consistent with other downtown streets, detectable warning plates and street name engravings at pedestrian crossings and at the intersections, enhanced pedestrian crossings at the station stops. This will include a stamped asphalt treatment that has a decorative brick patterning and distinctive color. The sidewalks will include an exposed aggregate banding with a saw-cut patterning along the road curb that is consistent with the downtown streetscape standard. Self-watering planters with low maintenance and decorative grasses and perennials will be integrated throughout. new deciduous street trees in paving with tree grates and tree guards, and also new deciduous trees within the sodded areas adjacent to the sidewalks. And last, new bike racks and new trash and recycling receptacles that will be consistent with other downtown streetscapes. And this concludes the Streetscape Design Elements section for this third phase of the Downtown Loop.